The year is 20. A delicate piece, stretched thin across continents, finally snaps. It doesn't begin with a mushroom cloud, but with a flicker on a screen. A single cyber-attack, swift and devastating, cripples the global financial system. Panic erupts, not on battlefields, but in boardrooms and on stock market floors. Fingers point, accusations fly, and old alliances strain under the weight of a new, invisible warfare. In the heart of a bustling metropolis, sirens wail. But these aren't air raid sirens. Not yet. They are the sounds of civil unrest. Supermarket shelves are stripped bare. Gas stations run dry. The digital world, our modern foundation, has crumbled, and with it, the veneer of civilization. We see a family huddled around a battery-powered radio, their faces illuminated by candlelight, listening as the world they knew unravels. An old man, his eyes filled with a distant memory of another war, whispers, "It always starts like this." Then, the first conventional strike. It's a surgical operation, they call it, a precision missile attack on a key military installation. News channels broadcast grainy satellite footage of the explosion, a silent, sterile bloom of fire. Commentators in crisp suits analyze troop movements and geopolitical strategy, their words detached from the human cost. But on the ground, the reality is smoke, fire, and the cries of the wounded. A young soldier, no older than 19, stares at the wreckage, his face a mask of shock and disbelief. This isn't a video game. This is real. The conflict escalates with terrifying speed. What began as a regional dispute, fueled by digital aggression, now draws in global powers. Treaties are invoked, red lines are crossed. In the high-tech command centers, buried deep underground, generals move digital icons across massive screens, representing fleets and armies. Each move, a calculated risk, with millions of lives in the balance. We see the tense face of a world leader authorizing a naval blockade. We have no choice. They declare to their advisors, the burden of history heavy on their shoulders. Life for ordinary people transforms into a constant state of anxiety. In cities far from the front lines, the war feels both distant and suffocatingly close. Rationing is introduced. Children learn to identify the sound of different military aircraft. Blackouts become a nightly ritual, plunging cities into an eerie, primal darkness. We watch a mother teaching her daughter how to tend a small victory garden on their apartment balcony, a tiny act of defiance and hope in a world consumed by destruction. The propaganda machine roars to life. Each side paints the other as a monstrous, inhuman enemy. News reports become weapons, twisting facts and stoking hatred. Young men and women, fueled by a mix of patriotism and fear, line up at recruitment centers. Their faces are a mixture of bravado and apprehension. One young recruit, clutching a photo of his family, says to a reporter, "I'm fighting to protect them." But the enemy he's about to face is a young man just like him, told the very same story. The front lines are a hellscape of mud and metal. Advanced technology, once praised as a deterrent, now enables destruction on an unimaginable scale. Drones hunt from the sky. Autonomous tanks patrol shattered streets, and soldiers in exoskeletons clash in brutal, close-quarters combat. We follow a medic as she scrambles through the ruins of a town, desperately trying to save a fallen comrade. The sounds of battle are a constant, deafening roar. In a rare moment of quiet, she looks at the horizon, where the sky glows orange from fires miles away, and wonders if the world will ever be whole again. The term acceptable losses enters the global vocabulary. Civilian casualties are reported in sterile numbers, footnotes in the grand narrative of war. We witness the aftermath of a bombing in a residential area. A child's tricycle lies mangled in the rubble. A lone man digs frantically with his bare hands, calling a name that is never answered. The human cost, stripped of political jargon, is laid bare in the silent, tear-streaked faces of the survivors. As the war grinds on, a new, more terrifying threat emerges. A tactical nuclear weapon, small by Cold War standards, is used on a strategic naval fleet. The world holds its breath. The taboo has been broken. The unthinkable has happened. In the United Nations, emergency sessions are called ambassadors shout, plead, and threaten. But the momentum of war is a juggernaut that no one seems able to stop. The threat of total annihilation, once a relic of the 20th century, is now a terrifying, present-day reality. Refugee columns stretch for miles, a river of humanity fleeing the carnage. They are the new homeless, the citizens of a world that no longer has a place for them. We see a father carrying his sleeping child, his face etched with exhaustion and despair. He doesn't know where he's going, only what he's running from. He tells a journalist, "We lost everything. Our home, our friends. Everything. We just want to live." Back in the command bunkers, the pressure mounts, with conventional forces locked in a bloody stalemate and the nuclear threshold crossed. The final, terrifying option is on the table. An admiral, his face pale and drawn, stares at a map. His finger hovers over a capital city, home to millions. The order has been given. The launch sequence is initiated. The countdown begins. We see flashes of people around the world, oblivious. A couple laughing in a cafe, children playing in a park, a scientist in an observatory gazing at the stars. The camera pulls back from the Earth, a beautiful, swirling blue marble in the silent void of space. We see the faint lights of cities twinkling on the night side of the planet. Then, on the screen of the command center, a new alert flashes. It's not a missile launch, it's an incoming message from a source no one can identify. The lead technician turns to the general, his voice trembling. "Sir," he says, "you need to see this. The message, it isn't from Earth." Thank you for watching. If you found this thought-provoking, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more explorations of the biggest questions we face. We'll see you in the next episode.